A big lion sleeps under a tree in the hot Sunday. The air hangs heavy and still, shimmering with heat. Golden light dapples the lion's fur. Undisturbed, crickets sing loudly. The king of beasts rests, a picture of serene power in the heart of Africa. Under the vast, scorching sky of the savannah, a tiny mouse scurries, a speck of life, against the endless horizon. Driven by hunger, the minuscule creature darts through the tall grasses, each step a desperate quest for sustenance. Unknowingly, the tiny mouse veers towards a looming danger, its path intersecting with the king of the savannah. In a heart-stopping moment, the mouse unwittingly races directly across the lion's face, a dance of life and death in the wild. The savannah awakens with the first light, painting the tall grasses in hues of gold. A colossal lion jolts awake, his eyes blazing with primal fury. A thunderous roar rips through the morning calm, shaking the very earth. In a swift, brutal motion, his massive paw descends, trapping a minuscule mouse. The tiny creature is pinned, a stark contrast to the lion's overwhelming power. The lion's eyes burn with savage satisfaction as he holds his helpless prey. Under the relentless savannah sun, a tiny mouse stands frozen, its eyes wide with terror as it gazes up at an immense, shadowy figure. Towering above, a majestic lion looms, its powerful presence filling the horizon with an aura of raw strength and imminent danger. The mouse trembles, its small voice barely audible against the vastness of the plains. "Please don't kill me." A desperate plea hangs in the air, a promise whispered from the depths of fear. "If you let me live, I promise I'll help you someday." The lion's gaze softens slightly, intrigued by the tiny creature's audacious offer, a flicker of amusement in its eyes. Upon the savannah, the lion throws back his massive head, a ripple of amusement shaking his golden mane in the breeze. His eyes, pools of molten gold, fixate on the tiny mouse with disbelief and condescension. How could such a small creature ever help a big lion? He rumbles, his voice a deep tremor in the air. The lion's paw, a looming shadow, hovers, then lifts, sparing the minuscule creature its freedom. Beneath the vast, sun-drenched sky of the savannah, golden grasses sway in an ancient rhythm. A lion roams, his powerful muscles rippling beneath a tawny mane, king of his domain. The air vibrates with his unchallenged strength, each step measured and deliberate. In the same golden light, a tiny mouse diligently sniffs, his small paws navigating the undergrowth in a quest for survival. Two lives, worlds apart, yet bound by the same earth and sky of the African savannah. At the jungle's edge, hunters move with intense focus, their presence a stark contrast to the serene backdrop. With practiced hands, they set their traps, strong ropes laid out like silent promises in the swaying tall grass. Each movement is precise, calculated to ensnare the unsuspecting. Camouflage is their ally, blending their deadly preparations into the vibrant life of the jungle. The air is thick with anticipation, the hunter's intent hanging heavy amidst the beauty of the wild. At the jungle's edge, a magnificent lion, his mane ablaze with sunlight, treads unaware toward the dense foliage. His massive paw unwittingly seals his fate, triggering a cleverly concealed snare. Thick ropes lash out, ensnaring him in their unforgiving grip, binding him cruelly to the earth. Panic flares in his eyes as he struggles against the sudden restraint. The jungle now a cage. A frustrated roar explodes from his chest, a primal scream against the unyielding trap that holds him captive. At the jungle's edge, a lion's roar shatters the humid air, filled with both frustration and primal fear. He threshes against the ropes that cruelly bind him, each movement a desperate plea against his captivity. Muscles ripple beneath his tawny fur as he strains against the unyielding knots, his power rendered useless. Defeated, the king of beasts struggles in vain, a symbol of raw strength humbled by inescapable restraint. Under the relentless sun, the savannah stretches into an endless expanse, its golden grasses shimmering in the heat. Far from the unseen terror, a tiny mouse twitches its whiskers, unaware of the predator's presence. A bone-chilling roar tears through the silence, shaking the very earth, a sound the mouse instantly recognizes. Determination flickers across the small creature's face, a silent vow renewed in the face of impending danger. At the jungle's edge, the air vibrates with a distant, ominous roar. Driven by the sound, a tiny mouse races towards the unknown, his heart pounding like a drum. His minuscule legs pump furiously, a desperate dance against the vast, looming green. Each stride is a gamble, each breath a whispered prayer against the encroaching shadows. The roar intensifies, promising either doom or salvation at the journey's end. At the jungle's edge, the mouse's whiskers twitch, sensing both danger and opportunity in the heavy, damp air. He spots the lion, powerful and majestic, caught in the cruel embrace of the hunter's trap. Without hesitation, the tiny creature begins his work, his form a silhouette against the dense foliage. His tiny teeth, a stark contrast to the lion's might, gnaw relentlessly at the thick ropes. Each strand severed brings a glimmer of hope, a testament to the unexpected strength found in the smallest of beings. At the jungle's edge, a tiny mouse confronts the immensity of thick, coarse ropes, his mission desperate. Relentless, his sharp teeth work, gnawing and scraping, each fiber a victory in his daunting task. A powerful lion watches, his massive head cocked in disbelief, as the small creature's determination unfolds before him. Wide-eyed amazement fills the lion's gaze, witnessing the impossible, the rope slowly yielding to the mouse's persistent will. At a jungle's edge, a rope snaps with a sharp crack, signaling the start of a daring act. A small mouse, a beacon of determination, scurries into view, its tiny paws a blur of motion. Undeterred, the mouse continues its relentless work, each movement precise and purposeful. One by one, the remaining ropes succumb to the tiny creature's unwavering efforts. The jungle watches silently as the final strand is severed, marking a victory hard-earned. At the jungle's edge, the lion rises, his massive frame casting a long shadow as freedom washes over him. A powerful shake ripples through his mane, droplets of water scattering like jewels in the humid air. He lowers his gaze, the intensity of his amber eyes softening as he beholds the tiny mouse below. A profound sense of gratitude dawns in his expression, a silent acknowledgement of the debt he owes. The jungle watches, holding its breath as the lion's heart reveals a tenderness that defies his fearsome reputation. Beneath the boundless African sky, a golden lion, regal and mighty, stands in stark contrast to a small, unassuming mouse. An unlikely pair, they form a tableau of profound gratitude and burgeoning friendship on the sun-drenched savanna. The lion, a symbol of power, bows his majestic head, a gesture of deep respect for the tiny creature before him. In the quiet expanse, an unspoken acknowledgement passes between them, a debt repaid, a bond formed. The wind whispers secrets through the swaying savanna grass, carrying the scent of earth and freedom. Side by side, they stand for a fleeting moment, before turning to embark on their separate paths, forever changed by their encounter.